I am Beatrice Ban Harper, a 73-year-old retired teacher. I'll take you through the sting of betrayal by my son Nathan and his wife Claire, who sidelined me for their own gain. This isn't just about loss, it's about reclaiming my power with a bold move that left them stunned. Please comment below, sharing where you're joining me from. At 73, I never imagined my son Nathan would betray me, but 2 weeks ago he and his wife Claire drove me to this sterile place, claiming it was temporary for my safety while they renovated my house. "You'll love the updates, Mom," Nathan said, his boyish smile a lie, his eyes darting away from mine. Claire's voice dripped with false sweetness. "It's for the family, B. I trusted them, my only child and his wife whom I'd raised and supported through every struggle, pouring my heart into Nathan as a single mother after his father abandoned us. My $300,000 savings, earned teaching high school English through decades of sacrifice, had funded Nathan's college, his wedding, Claire's boutique. Now I was here, clutching my teacup collection and Ed's old fountain pen, while they gutted my home, my legacy for their own gain. The betrayal cut deeper than any wound I'd known, a knife twisted by those I loved most. My Victorian was my sanctuary, purchased in 1978 with every penny I scraped together. Its wraparound porch, stained glass windows, and rose garden held memories of reading To Kill a Mockingbird to Nathan, mourning Ed, my second husband, who died 5 years ago, and hosting book clubs that filled my evenings with laughter. When Nathan, Claire, and their twins, Emma and Liam, moved in last year, I welcomed them, cooking hearty dinners, babysitting, and dipping into my savings to cover their $50,000 in debts. Claire's failing boutique, Nathan's stalled real estate ventures. I paid their bills, $1,000 monthly, thinking it kept us close, a family legacy woven through my home's creaky floors. But their plan wasn't to share it, it was to steal it, to claim my house as their dream home. Claire suggested the nursing home, citing a forgotten grocery list as proof I was slipping. Nathan nodded, promising I'd return soon. Then I overheard a nurse's phone call. "Nathan Harper says his mom's staying permanently, they're redoing the whole place." My heart shattered, the truth a jagged edge, they were erasing me. The nursing home's linoleum floors and bingo nights were a mockery of my vibrant life, each bland meal a reminder of my rose-scented kitchen. I sat with my notebook, my teacher's mind racing, refusing to be their victim. I'd shaped countless students, survived divorce, rebuilt after Ed's death. I wasn't helpless. I called Laura, my friend and a real estate lawyer, my voice trembling with hurt and anger. "They're stealing my house," I said, tears streaming down my face. Laura's tone was fierce, unwavering. "Bea, you own it outright. They can't touch it without your consent." She suggested an appraisal to confirm its value, a trust to protect my assets, and a plan to reclaim my life. "Let's fight back," I said, a fire kindling in my chest, burning away the pain. I wasn't just Nathan's mother, discarded like an old lesson plan. I was Beatrice Harper, and I'd fight for my dignity, my home, my future. I listed my assets in my notebook, $250,000 left in savings, my modest pension, my house, likely worth $600,000. My goals were clear: protect my money, secure my home, reclaim my independence from their greedy grasp. I called my bank, freezing the $1,000 monthly transfers to Nathan's account, my voice steady despite the ache in my heart. The clerk, Sarah, hesitated, her tone concerned. "Mrs. Harper, are you sure about this?" I smiled, though she couldn't see, my resolve unshaken. "Never been surer in my life," Nathan texted within hours, his message curt. "Mom, the payment didn't go through." "Problem," I replied, my words deliberate. "No problem, Nathan. I'm prioritizing my needs." His silence was my first victory, a crack in their plan. I pictured him in my kitchen, paint cans open, thinking he'd won, oblivious to the storm I was brewing. My smile grew, not cruel but fierce, a secret weapon honed by years of teaching resilience. They were painting my walls, but I'd paint their future, and they'd never see it coming, their betrayal the spark that ignited my rebellion. The nursing home's flickering fluorescent lights cast shadows as I sat with Laura's appraisal, my Victorian valued at $600,000 a fortune. Nathan and Claire thought they'd inherit while I withered in this sterile cage. At 73, I was no frail widow, no forgotten footnote in their story. I was Beatrice Harper, a teacher who'd faced unruly classrooms, heartbreak and loss, with unyielding grit. Their betrayal dumping me here to renovate my home for their dream was theft plain and brutal. I wouldn't confront them with tears or rage. I'd outsmart them selling my house while Nathan painted its walls, dreaming of an empire built on my sacrifice. My smile hit a storm and I was ready to unleash it, my heart pounding with purpose. Laura called, her voice steady, professional. I found buyers B, a young couple, the Wilsons, offering $580,000 cash. They want to close in 2 weeks. No fuss. My heart raced, the idea both exhilarating and gut-wrenching, like tearing out a chapter of my life. My Victorian was my soul, where I'd taught Nathan to read The Velveteen Rabbit, planted roses with Ed, hosted book clubs that echoed with laughter and ideas. But staying meant fighting their greed from this linoleum-lined cot, surrounded by the hum of wheelchairs and loss. Selling meant freedom, a chance to rewrite my story on my terms. Do it, I said, my voice firm. Keep it secret until it's done. Laura drafted a trust, $50,000 for Emma and Liam's college fund, $100,000 for a community arts program in my name, $430,000 for my future. I signed, Ed's fountain pen steady in my trembling hand, my resolve a steel core beneath the pain. I called my bank, transferring my $250,000 savings into the trust, locking it away from Nathan and Claire's grasping hands. Nathan texted, his tone frantic, almost pleading, "Mum, why's the account frozen? Renovos aren't cheap, you know," I replied, my words calm, deliberate. "You'll manage, Nathan, I'm managing just fine." His silence screamed confusion, and I pictured him in my living room, ripping out my floral wallpaper, clueless that I was dismantling his plans. I wasn't just protecting my money, I was reclaiming my life, my dignity, my power. My smile was no longer a mask, but a weapon, sharpened by years of teaching students to rise above challenges, now turned inward to save myself. The nursing home felt less like a prison as I began to act. I joined the book club, sharing tales of my teaching days, my voice growing stronger with each story. Helen, a resident with sharp eyes, noticed my change. "You're glowing, Bee. What's your secret?" I winked, my heart lighter, just planning a little surprise. I wasn't trapped, I was strategizing, my mind as sharp as ever. Laura sent Mark, a realtor, to visit discreetly. "The Wilsons adore the house," he said, showing photos of my Victorian mid-renovation, half-painted walls in garish white, my cozy kitchen gutted to bare studs. I winced, seeing my neglected rose garden, but nodded firmly. "Close it fast, Mark." He listed it privately, ensuring Nathan and Claire, distracted by contractors and their grand vision, wouldn't suspect a thing. I called Nathan, probing with feigned interest. "How's the renovation going?" He was smug, oblivious. "It's modern, Mom. Open concept. Perfect. You'll love it." Claire's voice chimed in, "Saccharine, it's all for the twins, B." I swallowed my anger, my tone sweet as poison. "Send pictures, dear." They did, my dining room a chaotic mess, proof of their theft, fuel for my fire. I explored a senior community in Salem 40 miles south, via Laura's video call, my excitement growing. Its cozy apartments, lush gardens and vibrant art studios felt like a new home, a place to plant roots and dreams. I reserved a $140,000 unit, my trust covering it, leaving ample funds for living, teaching, perhaps even traveling. The twins called, their voices bright, innocent. "Gran, when are you coming back to us?" I softened, my heart aching for them. "Soon, loves, to a new place just for Gran. I'd protect their future, not their parents' scheme." The sale was set, the Wilsons' contract signed, their $580,000 ready to wire. Nathan was still painting, oblivious to the storm I'd unleashed, while I painted a new future, my heart steady, my legacy firmly in my hand. In my nursing home room, I signed the sale papers Laura couriered over, the ink sealing my Victorian's fate for $580,000, while Nathan and Claire painted its walls, dreaming of their forever home built on my sacrifice. At 73, I'd turned their betrayal, banishing me to this sterile linoleum-lined cage to steal my house into my escape, a quiet rebellion that would leave them stunned. The Wilsons, the new owners, would take possession tomorrow, and I was ready to leave this place for a vibrant life in Salem, 40 miles south. I wasn't just Beatrice Harper, Nathan's discarded mother, relegated to bingo nights and bland meals. I was a teacher who'd outmaneuvered their greed with a smile and a signature, my heart pounding with triumph. Laura called, her voice electric with victory. The Wilsons' payment cleared. Beard, the house is officially theirs. My trust now held $530,000, after fees $50,000 for Emma and Liam's college fund, $100,000 for my community arts program, and $380,000 for my new life. I'd signed for a Salem apartment with a garden view, its promise of roses and art studios calling me. "You're free, Beard," Laura said, her words a balm. I smiled, my teacup collection packed. Ed's fountain pen tucked in my pocket, its weight a reminder of my strength. I pictured Nathan, paint roller in hand, unaware his dream was gone, my Victorian no longer his to claim. My heart ached for the home I'd loved, its stained glass windows, its creaky porch, but freedom trumped nostalgia, and I was ready to soar. Nathan called, his tone boastful, oblivious to the storm I'd unleashed. "Mom, the kitchen's stunning, granite counters, top-notch." I imagined my warm oak cabinets ripped out for their sterile vision, and kept my voice honeyed, deceptive. "Sounds lovely, Nathan. When can I see it?" He hedged, his confidence faltering. "It's still a mess, Mom, but soon." I hung up, my smile sharp, a blade honed by years of teaching resilience. He'd see a far bigger mess when the Wilsons moved in, their furniture replacing his paint cans. Claire texted, probing about money. "Dear, we're tight with costs. Any help?" I ignored her, my trust untouchable, their greed irrelevant. I informed the nursing home I was leaving, my bags nearly packed. Ruth, the director, hugged me, her eyes warm. "You're radiant, Bea. What's next?" I laughed, my spirit light. "A new chapter, Ruth, one I'm writing myself." I packed my essentials, my delicate teacups, Ed's fountain pen, a few cherished photos of Nathan as a boy, his grin innocent, the rest old furniture, faded clothes. I donated to a local charity, shedding weight like a butterfly emerging from its chrysalis. I called the twins, arranging a visit to my new Salem home. "Gran's got a new place," I said, their cheers warming my heart like sunlight. Nathan didn't know, and I didn't tell him, letting him paint in blissful ignorance. The Wilsons texted Mark, thrilled with the house, mentioning Nathan's paint cans cluttering the garage. I imagined his shock, roller dropping, as strangers claimed his home, and my smile grew, not cruel but fierce, a teacher's pride in a lesson well taught. Laura warned that Nathan and Claire might fight the sale, their desperation palpable as their boutique faltered, and debts mounted. "Let them try," I said, my heart steady, my resolve unshaken. The deed was mine, the contract airtight, my trust a fortress. I emailed the Salem Community Center, pledging $50,000 for the Beatrice Harper Creative Fund, their reply effusive, "You're a blessing, Bea, transforming lives." I wasn't blessing Nathan and Claire, they'd receive nothing unless they earned my trust through respect, not greed. My roses, my Victorian's porch were gone, but I was planting new roots, my life a vibrant canvas. I'd paint with bold, unapologetic strokes, my legacy mine alone. My Salem apartment glowed with morning light, sunlight dancing across my teacup collection, meticulously arranged on a shelf I'd hung myself with newfound pride. At 73, I'd left the nursing home behind, my $580,000 Victorian sale, a silent rebellion executed, while Nathan painted its walls, oblivious to the Wilsons moving into what he called his dream home. Their betrayal, shoving me into that sterile, antiseptic cage to claim my house, hadn't broken me, it had unleashed me, a phoenix rising from their greed. This senior community in Salem, with its lush gardens, vibrant art studios and friendly faces, was my new beginning, my legacy rewritten on my terms. I wasn't just Nathan's mother, discarded like an outdated textbook. I was Beatrice Harper, thriving, my heart blooming like the roses I'd soon plant. I unpacked Ed's fountain pen, its silver glint a steadying force, and a faded photo of young Nathan, his grin once pure, my heart soft but guarded. The twins called, their voices bubbling with excitement. "Gran, can we see your new place soon?" I grinned, my love for them boundless. "Saturday loves, just you two." I'd invited them, not Nathan or Claire, my trust securing their $50,000 college fund, but barring their parents' grasping hands. My $380,000 was mine, $140,000 for this cozy apartment, the rest for living, teaching, perhaps traveling to places I'd only read about. Laura visited, her eyes wide with admiration. "This place is UB, all warmth and spirit." We sipped tea on my balcony, overlooking a garden where roses would soon bloom. "Heard from Nathan?" she asked, her tone cautious. I shook my head, my smile wry. "Not since he found out, and I'm not holding my breath." Nathan had called after the Wilsons moved in, his voice raw with shock and anger. "Mom, strangers are in our house. How could you do this?" I was calm, my words measured. "It was my house, Nathan. You put me in a nursing home to steal it. I chose my future over your greed." Claire's voice shrieked through the phone, venomous. "We'll sue you, B." I laughed, sharp and unyielding. "Good luck with that. The sale's done." Laura confirmed the sale was legally untouchable, the trust a fortress against their desperation. Their boutique was failing, their debts piling up. They'd banked on my home to save them, but I'd saved myself instead. I felt no guilt, only clarity. They'd made their choice, and I'd made mine, my smile a testament to my strength. I joined the senior community's art class, my watercolors bold, if unpolished, splashing blues and reds across the canvas. Maria, the instructor, praised my passion. "You've got fire, B. A real spark." I smiled, my heart light. "Just catching up on lost time, Maria." I began teaching children's art classes at the community center, my $50,000 pledge, launching the Beatrice Harper Creative Fund, its sign gleaming with my name. "You're building something eternal," Maria said, showing me the children's vibrant painting. My legacy wasn't Nathan's painted walls, but these young artists, their creativity a mirror of my own rebirth. Donors added $5,000 to the fund, the program growing, my name echoing through Salem's community, a beacon of hope and resilience. The twins arrived on Saturday, their hugs fierce, their eyes wide at my apartment's cozy charm. "Gran, it's like a palace," Liam exclaimed, eyeing my paintbrushes with awe. We sketched together, their laughter healing the wounds Nathan's betrayal had left. My love for them, a steady anchor. Nathan texted, his tone softer, begging to talk. "Mom, can we meet?" I replied, my boundaries firm. "Not yet, Nathan. Respect comes first." I wasn't shutting him out forever, but he'd need to earn his way back, step by painful step. Claire remained silent, her pride bruised, her dreams shattered. I walked my garden, the soil rich with promise, my roses taking root, my heart blooming. They'd painted my Victorians' walls, but I'd painted their future, my sail a quiet, masterful triumph, my life a canvas of my own design. 3 months into my Salem life, I knelt in my garden, planting roses under a crisp autumn sky, my hands muddy, my spirit soaring like a bird set free. I'd sold my Victorian for $580,000, while Nathan and Claire painted its walls, their dream home now the Wilsons. A bitter lesson in their greed, their betrayal banishing me to a nursing home to claim my house, had sparked my rebellion, not with anger or confrontation, but with a sale that left them reeling, strangers living in their fantasy. My cozy Salem apartment, with its teacup-lined shelves and balcony view, was my haven, my legacy rewritten in vibrant strokes. I wasn't just Beatrice Harper, their discarded mother, left to fade in a sterile room. I was B, unstoppable, my heart blooming brighter than my roses. Nathan called weekly now, his tone shifting from fury to a quiet regret that tugged at my mother's heart. "Mom, we messed up big time," he said last week, his voice heavy. I was firm, my words steady. You put me in a nursing home, Nathan, to steal my home. Actions have consequences, and you're living them. Claire's text was sharp, laced with resentment. You're heartless, B, destroying our family. I deleted them, my smile unshaken, honed by years of teaching resilience to students facing their own battles. They'd underestimated me, thinking I'd wither in that linoleum cage, but I'd built a fortress, my trust protecting my $380,000, the twins' $50,000 college fund secure, my $100,000 arts program thriving. They'd get nothing unless they changed, their greed no longer my burden. The twins visited often, their colorful sketches decorating my fridge, their laughter a balm for the wounds Nathan's betrayal had carved. Gran, can we live here forever? Emma asked, her giggle infectious. I hugged her tightly, my love boundless. Any time, love, my door's always open for you. I'd planned a summer stay for them, keeping Nathan and Claire at arm's length, my terms clear, respect or nothing. The Beatrice Harper Creative Fund was flourishing, now teaching 30 children weekly, its vibrant murals a testament to my vision. Donors added $10,000, the program's reach growing, and Maria, my fellow teacher, called me a hero. You're changing Salem, B. I blushed, shaking my head, just a teacher doing what I love. My name adorned plaques, not Nathan's painted walls, my legacy etched in young artists' dreams. Laura provided an update over coffee, her eyes gleaming with amusement. Nathan and Claire are in a cramped apartment now, B. The boutique's closed, debts piling up. I nodded, unsurprised, my heart steady. They're talking lawyers, she added, but it's futile. I laughed, my voice light. Let them try, Laura. The sale's airtight, my trust a vault. I taught art classes, joined a book club, and planned a trip to Santa Fe, my life a vibrant tapestry of purpose and joy. Nathan showed up, unannounced, his face haggard, his pride crumbling. Mom, I'm so sorry, he said, his eyes wet. We thought we were building a future. I poured tea, my gaze unwavering. For you, Nathan, not me. Start with respect, visit the twins here, no demands, no excuses. He nodded, a crack in his armor, and I felt a cautious hope, a mother's eternal weakness. Claire stayed away, her ego too bruised to face me, her dreams of grandeur shattered. I didn't care, my focus on my roses, my students, my twins. I'd given Nathan and Claire years, $50,000 in funds, my home, my unwavering love, and they'd squandered it all. My garden thrived, its roses a symbol of my resilience, my smile fierce, unyielding. They'd painted my Victorians' walls, dreaming of an empire, but I'd painted their future, my sail a masterstroke that rewrote our story. Beatrice Harper wasn't gone, erased by their greed. She was alive, her legacy a radiant light they could never dim, her heart as strong as the roots beneath her roses. A year after selling my Victorian, I stood at the Beatrice Harper Creative Fund's first art show, the Salem Community Center alive with the vibrant paintings of 50 children, their colors a testament to my triumph. I was no longer the mother Nathan and Claire had exiled to a nursing home, left to fade amid linoleum and loss. I was Bea, a teacher, a creator, a woman who turned their betrayal into a masterpiece. The $580,000 sale, executed while Nathan painted my walls, had freed me, leaving strangers in his dream home, and my legacy shining brighter than my teacup collection. My smile was no longer a shield, but a beacon, my life a canvas painted with bold, unapologetic strokes. The art show drew 150 people, my name emblazoned on banners, my teacup brooch gleaming under the lights. You've changed lives, B, Maria said, pointing to a boy's portrait of me, his brushstrokes capturing my spirit. I smiled, my heart full. We all did, Maria, together. My $100,000 fund, now bolstered by $20,000 from donors, taught dozens of children, their art a mirror of my own rebirth, a legacy of creativity and resilience. I mentored them weekly, my teaching days reborn, guiding young hands to paint their dreams, just as I'd guided students through Shakespeare and poetry. My apartment, with its rose-filled garden and cozy balcony, was my haven, a place where I hosted book clubs, sipped tea, and planned a trip to Santa Fe, my life a vibrant tapestry of purpose. Nathan visited monthly now, his apologies growing sincere, his hands muddy from helping in my garden. "I was wrong, Mom," he said last week, planting a rosebush, his eyes earnest. I nodded, my voice firm but softer. "Keep proving it, Nathan, one step at a time." Claire came once, humbled, her boutique long closed, her pride softened by reality. I welcomed her cautiously, my boundaries as solid as my Victorian's foundation once was, offering tea but no promises. The twins were my greatest joy, spending weekends painting with me, their sketches filling my walls, their $50,000 college fund secure in my trust. I'd given them love, not Nathan's greed, my heart open to them always, my door a sanctuary for their laughter. My life was a whirlwind of activity, art classes, book club discussions, a Santa Fe trip booked for spring. Seniors in my community called me an inspiration, my story of outsmarting betrayal spreading like wildfire through Salem's coffee shops and gardens. Nathan and Claire now rented a modest apartment, learning to stand without my money, their lessons hard but necessary. I didn't gloat, their struggles were their own, my focus on my students, my roses, my twins. My Victorian was a distant memory, its stained glass windows replaced by the vibrant hues of my new home, my new life. They'd tried to erase me, to paint over my existence with their ambition, but I'd erased their plan, my sale a quiet explosion that rewrote our story in my favor. On my balcony, roses blooming under a twilight sky, I held Ed's fountain pen, its weight a reminder of my strength, my heart steady as I gazed at the stars. I thought of the nursing home, of Nathan's betrayal, of the woman who'd arrived there broken but unbound. She was gone, replaced by B, whole, fierce, free. The twins were my joy, Nathan my cautious hope, but I was my own anchor, my legacy not walls but lives changed. Young artist painting their future, they thought I'd fade but I'd soared, my name a light they couldn't dim, my story a testament to resilience. Beatrice Harper was enough, and they'd never paint over that true. Thank you for joining B's journey. In my son put me in a nursing home to renovate my house, so I sold it while he was still painting the walls. Her story of resilience and clever triumph is a call to embrace your power, whether reading or watching. I'd love to hear from you. Please comment below, sharing where you're joining me from, a rainy street in London, a sunny porch in Sydney, or anywhere else. Your voice matters, and I can't wait to connect. Let's celebrate rewriting our stories together.